Hello GX community, this is GX Bob coming to you guys again. Welcome back to the channel. This channel is dedicated to all your Lexus GX460 needs and wants. Today we are going to be installing the Lexus GX550 interface system into our 2010 to 2021 Lexus GX460. I reached out to CarLink Life to send me a box, but before they even do, I wanted to ensure that I'm not going to get any airbag issues, I'm not going to get any reverse camera issues. I don't want you to send me no cheap ass aftermarket microphone. I don't want no compatibility issues with the Mark Levinson system. I don't want a comment section filled with issues. Andy at CarLink Life replied and said, we're 10 steps ahead of you. We've been reading all of your comments. We've been working with all of our customers. We're trying to accommodate the North America market, and I think we have a product that you're going to like. When can we send it? I said, send it to me yesterday. Let's go ahead and get started, guys. We have some wire bundles here. We're gonna open it up and figure all this out, see what goes to where. This pretty much looks like the GX460 screen that we installed about 5 months ago. Looks like the same wire bundle. Hopefully it is, because that install was pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and put this aside. Oh, what's this? This is a 360 camera. Wow. So 360 camera, 4 plugs right here. These plugs look very, very familiar to me. Red, yellow, blue, and black. These are 360-degree cameras. We are going to install this in a different video. I'm not going to install it into this video. It's just going to make it way too long, so I'm going to put out a separate video for a 360 camera. You are not going to get this unless you order a 360 camera, okay? It doesn't come with the GX550 radio. It comes as an option, okay? Let's pull this guy out here. Let's see what we have to work with. All right. Take off these protective covers. Wow, look at this. Isn't this a thing of beauty, folks? Look at this. Let's go ahead and take it out of its protective bag. Look at this. Wow. Wowzers. Holy smokes. This looks nice. Okay, here is the protective cover. Woo! Look at this laser blue screen. Look at this. Inside these volume knobs is also an LCD screen. Can you see that? I'm pretty sure a number is going to shine right through there. I'm getting a feel for everything. You can feel the solid clicks. It doesn't feel loose. It doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't feel flimsy. I'm looking at the outside shell. Very OEM color. Good looking trim. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. The glass and the display just looks amazing. I'm gonna get a feel for all these buttons right here. Okay, this right here opens and closes your vents. I can feel the clicks. I can feel the solid rubber tracks. Your hazard, solid click. Let me feel this. Okay, I can also feel the rubber clicks within this knob. And I'm pretty sure this is a push button. Yes, it is. Very, very solid feel. I like this. Look at this. I'm looking up close. I'm looking for anything that looks like it's gonna have flaws, or it's gonna come apart, or it's gonna be loose in a month or two. So far, so good. I like what I see, and look at this. It has a USB-C slot right here to charge your phone. It also has a USB slot right here. Wow, very, very, very convenient to be on the head unit itself. Okay, I'm going to look at all the trimmings on the side. See if there are any flaws in their mold. Let's go ahead and flip this upside down here. Look at this. Look at the color scheme. OEM matching. Look at that. No paint drips, no paint runs. Solid plastic. They used a good tool to make the shell. Wow, that's good. Let me go ahead and flip this over for you guys. Let's check it out. Look at this. You can see all the connector sockets right there. You got one right here, you got one right here, and you got one behind these air vents, but you can actually plug it in because there's a gap here. There's a large gap right here. You can actually stick your hands in and just plug in the connector and then just route your wires out. You don't have to take off these AC ducts. I am going to have to take off these AC ducts in order to give you guys camera angles. If you guys were to install this yourself, I don't think you're going to need to take off these air ducts. You can actually connect these connector ports in there, a large gap underneath these air ducts between this and the radio itself. See these huge gaps underneath here? Just go ahead and connect your connectors, route the wires outside, and just connect the wires on this end. Pretty simple. Less things to take apart. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It is not awesome unless it works, right? We are past the first phase, which is the visual inspection, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I'm going to go ahead and take off the air vents right now. There's going to be 4 per side, one right here, one right here, one right here, one right here. You can't really miss them. I'm going to go ahead and unscrew them. These are pretty small screw guys. Make sure you have a magnetic tip when you take them out so it doesn't fall all over the place and you can't find them. So folks, not exactly sure why I received 2 kits. We are going to find out if they are identical or if they have a difference. Hopefully you guys don't get 2 kits. Well, doesn't hurt to have a spare, right? Okay. I'm going to split them into 2. So both of them have these 2 black boxes. I'm going to set them apart. Okay. I'm looking at the main harness right here. And let's take a look at this main harness right here. And let's read the labels on here. One says 2014 to 2020, one GX460. One says 2014 to 2021 GX460 with Navi. So they are identical. I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to take this one and also set it aside. Just want to make sure. Yep, purple harness, pretty identical. Okay, we have an OEM mic. OEM mic. Did I hear this right? It's OEM. We have an OEM mic, guys. It's not aftermarket. On this kit, doesn't state either or, so I am going to play it safe and use the kit that says OEM microphone. So let's set this aside, guys. Okay, this has a USB port right here. This has another USB port. Not exactly sure what this is. We'll find out. We have some velvet harnesses. Wow, it feels like velvet, hairy velvet. It is also a USB port. This is also a USB port. One per side here. Let's take a look at this. Exactly identical. So this is the audio, right? So let's take a look at the audio because a lot of you guys have Mark Levinson systems right here. I just want to make sure. Wow, look at this, guys. Microphone. This hooks up into your OEM microphone from Lexus. They do not have an aftermarket microphone. Is that cool or what? OEM microphone. That is going to be outstanding. So we have subwoofer. So I'm sure it's not going to go to your OEM subwoofer. It's going to go to an aftermarket because it's going to go to an amplifier with RCA cables, right? CVBS in, audio out. We have 2 channels right here. Do we have a separate channel? We have in and in, auxiliary in and auxiliary in. And that is it. And we have a video out in case you guys want to hook up additional TV screens in your vehicle. So we have 2 channels, guys. You know what that means, right? 2 channels. If you guys have a Mark Levinson system, that's going to go to 17 speakers. All 17 of your speakers are either going to fade left to right, but not front to back, okay? So you're going to get equal sound throughout your car, okay? So if you guys have an issue with that, notice it now before you start commenting, okay? Let's put our audio to the side, one on each side. We have these 2, looks like telephone connectors in here. Not sure what that goes to. And right here we have camera. This is our camera plug right here, another camera plug right here. Let's set that aside. I'm not even sure if this is a OEM 360 camera. We'll find out in a bit. Okay, and we got some other GPS antenna links and stuff like that. Now we know that these 2 kits are identical, so they just gave me an extra kit. For whatever reason, I don't know. In case I lose a harness, I don't know, midway installation, but we are just gonna take 1 kit and we're gonna install 1 kit. It came with a 360-degree camera, aftermarket camera, with 4 cameras in here. And I am sure this is going to be badass, and this is made for the GX550 navigation radio. The reason why I say that is because I see this connector right here, and it looks very familiar to the connector that's going to go into the back ports of our navigation unit. We already do have a 12-pin port in the back of our navigation system, okay? We are going to set this aside and do this video some other time. I went ahead and labeled each connector for you. So when I walk you through the steps, you guys are going to know which connector goes where. This is the 10-pin 1 yellow RCA connector. This is the 3-pin connector. This is the RCA harness. You're going to have 2 USB connectors. One is a 4-pin, one is a 6-pin. You are going to have a couple of coax connectors that are going to go to the side of your unit. And they are labeled GPS and Wi-Fi. On the main harness itself, you are going to have this type of plug that's going to connect to the RCA harness. On the main harness, you're going to have a 6-pin black connector. On the main harness, you're going to have a black 16-pin connector. You're going to have a 10-pin connector. You're going to have an 8-pin connector, but it's only going to have 2 wires on it. You're going to have a 20-pin connector, but you're going to connect it to this black box. You're going to have a red and white RCA cable that is going to go to your RCA harness. And the rest is going to go into your OEM wire harness. You're going to go ahead and take your 10-pin 1 yellow RCA connector. You're going to take the locking tab and you're going to face it down, and you're going to connect it to the top left connectors of the main board. Click it into place. You're going to take your 6-pin USB with the locking tab facing down and lock it in right next to your last connector. Lock it into place. You're going to take your 4-pin USB with the locking tab facing down. You're going to lock it into place. You're going to take your RCA harness with the locking tab facing down. Connect it to the lower right portion lock it into place. You're going to take your 3-pin connector with the locking tab facing down. You're going to connect it down here, dead center in the middle. Make sure it's locked into place. You're going to take the black connector of your main harness with the locking tab facing up. You're going to lock it right here on the top right corner of your unit, right above your fuse. Snap it into place. You're going to take your 8-pin connector, the one with only 2 wires on it, from your main harness. You're going to take the locking tab, face it downward, and you're going to put it into the top right corner of your connector cluster right here. You're going to take your 20-pin connector from your main harness and you're going to connect it to this black box that came with your kit. The locking tab is on the bottom. Go ahead and lock it into place. Let's put this aside. You're going to look for your audio out for left and right hand side. They're going to be red and white RCAs. They're going to come from your RCA harness. You are going to plug it into the red and white auxiliary in and auxiliary in red and white from the main harness. At this point, I'm going to electrical tape them and separate them. Make sure you tape them separately so you don't get interference. Next, you're going to get your 10-pin plug from your main harness. You're going to connect it to this connector right here, right above this air duct. The locking tab is going to face upward. Let's go ahead and clean this up and route it towards the middle. You're going to take your antenna male plug right here from your main harness and you're going to slip it into the female slot of your system. Make sure it's secure so you get good FM and AM. Route it down the middle. You're going to get this 6-pin black connector that came out of your main harness. You're going to connect it to this 1 black connector down all the way at the bottom. The locking tab should face downward. You're going to get this small male plug coming from your main harness and you're going to attach it to the female microphone of this connector right here. Snap it into place. The male side says OEM microphone. Female says microphone. You can go ahead and 3M tape this to secure it if you'd like. Next, we're going to take a look at the left side of your console right here. You're going to have 2 coax females. You're going to take the male side of this long, slender looking tab right here. This is your GPS, and you're going to screw it into the bottom coax connector. You're going to take this one that says GPS on it, and you're going to take the coax male connector and you're going to attach it to the top coax female. You're going to locate your 10-pin connector at your top left cluster right here. Out of it is going to come a yellow female RCA connector. It's labeled camera. You're going to go to your main harness. On your main harness, you're going to get this plug right here that says rear view camera. Out of it is going to come a male yellow RCA. You're going to connect these 2 together and we're going to black tape it. Now that we've completed our wire harness connections to our GX550 unit, what I did was I separated this box to the side over here just to organize, and all these black cables that don't connect to anything, all they are is GPS and antennas and USB connectors. I'm going to put it to one side. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to focus on the connectors that we do need to connect to the vehicle or to our OEM bottom unit, okay? So remember our RCA harnesses right here? I'm gonna set it to the side right here. There's plenty of space back here to store all your wire harnesses. Your air ducts are gonna go on top right here, and it's gonna leave plenty of space, plenty of gaps right here for you to scoot any of your wire harness bundles. You kind of don't want to take all your wire bundle and zip tie them together. You're going to find out that you're going to be squeezing them to death when you push your radio in, okay? So try to find a lot of space and just separate them as best you can before your installation into your vehicle. So right here, I'm going to show you, we got some connectors right here. One that says rear view camera, we know where that goes. We have another connector right here that says airbag, very obvious, okay? We know where these go. I'm going to show you where they go in the vehicle. We have another connector right here. It looks very weird. It has one large pin in there, the other side is empty. We have the main harness right here that goes into the back of the unit, goes into the back of the lower unit. And we have a gray plug right here. This gray plug, I believe is maybe your emergency lights. I don't know. We'll find out, okay? And a gray plug. And you have one final plug. I'm going to call this the purple plug right here. Purple plug's pretty easy. One side goes to your vehicle and the other side goes to probably the bottom of your OEM head unit. So, luckily for you, I brought my OEM bottom unit out for you guys to see the installation prior to connecting. So we're going to find out how many plugs are left. It's your unit is going to go in just like this, one on top of the other, okay? We're going to take our main harness right here. Our main harness is going to go into this plug right here. You're just going to snap it in. Let's see if I could do this right here. There you go. You just plug it in and it snaps right in, and this side goes to the other side of the harness, which is coming out of your vehicle, right? Let's take a look at if we have any more. We're looking for female connectors, right? No, 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 no. Here we have one. This is the purple harness right here. The purple harness is going to go right here. This connector. Snap it into place. And that might be it, guys. So that is about it. Now it's time to go ahead and put our air ducts back if you guys went ahead and removed them the first time. The holes line up. You got your foam seal right here. Make sure your foam seal is intact. Line up the holes and go ahead and start putting the screws in. When you do this part, it's a lot different than taking them out. Putting them back in, I recommend you put them back in by hand so you don't strip the fasteners, because this is plastic, folks, okay? Okay, just tie them in by hand, fit them snug, do not over tighten. You do not want to strip them, trust me. All right. Inside your kit, you're going to have these strips of foam, okay? You're going to tear them apart, and it has tape on the back of them, and you're going to go around the periphery of your air ducts right here, your brand new navigation unit. You're just going to go around it so you can create a seal when you turn on the AC. Okay, there you go, one side. Now we're going to do the other side right here. Bingo. We are going to start routing all these GPS and USB cables first before we make any connections, because these have long extensions, so we have a lot of slack to play with. So you can route it any way you want. It doesn't matter. These USB right here, in case you want to upload stuff later, because this is an Android unit, you could slide this through your slot right here, go all the way down and put into this corner, put into your glove compartment corner, anywhere you want access to these USB ports, okay? I am just going to, because it's not important to me and I don't really care, I'm just going to slide it down here and I'll figure it out later. I'll probably just have it hidden. I don't even care about those. I'm just gonna route it down there. Okay, I'm gonna take the next thing right here, another USB, which I do not care about. Go ahead and route it down here. We're gonna take our next one, which is the antenna. Right here, we're gonna slide it down here inside this pit. Slide it down this pit. We will worry about it later when we could reach our hands down there. Remember, I am routing all of this in the top cavity right here. You have two of them, bottom, top, okay? Let's look at the next one right here, which is our GPS unit. Same thing. I'm going to slide it down here, and I will probably grab it on the glove compartment side. I'm going to show you guys a little bit later. I can't move the camera right now. Okay, it's going to slide in the bottom corner here. That should be good. I think I got it all. Do I have it all? I think I have it all. Yeah. GPS, antenna, everything. That's done. Awesome. It's done. So later, when we put our navigation unit back, we can go ahead and take this and keep pushing it to get rid of the slack. We don't want all this slack, okay, guys? All right, so now let's go ahead and take a look at the connectors, okay? We are going to take this gray looking telephone connector port right here. You see it? It's got red, orange, and black wires to it. We are going to connect this to this top harness. This top harness has this connector right here, which is gray. It's a gray port right here. It's going to go right in here. They look like pyramid shapes. Snaps into place. Go ahead and route this back there. Get rid of the slack. You don't want all the slack. Get rid of the slack. Okay. What else? You have a large white connector that says rear view camera on it. You are going to plug it into the top harness right here. That is a black connector, okay? Snap it into place. Got rid of that. Now we're going to take our plug right here that says airbag on it. It has a pink and blue wire. Okay, this is also going to go to our 6-pin plug up here on the top harness. The top harness is this one right here. Just snap it into place. There, we got that. Okay, that looks like that's about it, folks. The rest is going to go to the bottom. So I'm not going to connect it permanently right here, because what I want to do is I want to route all the bottom connectors through the top port, route it down, and bring it out here to connect to the bottom unit, okay? But I'm going to go ahead and connect it right here just to show you guys where all the connections go, okay? You guys are going to have this square plug right here coming out of your brand new unit. It is black with blue. It's a rectangle. It is going to go inside this cable right here from the bottom, okay? It has two round slots right there, two females. It's just going to snap into place. Click. You're going to have the main harness, right? The main harness is going to go to your car. You're just going to snap it into place right here and lock it down, and then close this blue thing until it goes down and just clamp down on it. And this other portion right here is going to go to the back of your OEM bottom unit when you put it in, okay? Then you're going to go to your purple wire here, your purple harness right here. The purple harness is going to go to your bottom harness here. You got a whole bunch of bottom harnesses right here, and it's going to be only a one fit. You can't make a mistake, guys, okay? It's going to go to this harness right here, connector, snap into place, okay? It's not going to fit any other connector, so don't worry. The other side right here is going to go to the back of your OEM unit, the bottom part, okay? Let's see what else we have here. This going to your back of the OEM, back up to the OEM bottom unit, and that looks like that's about it. Wow, only a couple of connectors to the bottom. So you know, whatever's left right here, right? Whatever's left is going to go to the back of your OEM bottom unit. So it's just all plug and play, okay? If it doesn't fit, don't force it, guys. Okay, just look for what fits, okay? My GPS, I routed it down in that corner of the radio, and I'm probably going to route it up through the back of this panel and probably up here. And I'm going to leave it up here in the corner. Make sure all the connectors are connected back here. I don't want to take everything back out again. Okay, the main harness, gonna go on this side. Sort of a tight fit, but I think we got it. Boy, this ain't no joke, man. There you go. I'm gonna leave it loose so I can test out the unit. Look at the color match. Okay, folks, let's go ahead and start up the vehicle. Starting the system for the very first time. Cool, we are at the home screen. Let's go ahead and take a look at the steering wheel. As you can see, no airbag lights are on. That is a good sign. Let's go ahead and go back. Okay, let's go ahead and start testing this out. Navigation button right here. It's going to go to your Google Maps. Let's go turn that off. I kind of don't want to show you my location. Let's go to radio. 88.40, which is nothing. There's no sound. Let's go ahead. This must be the volume button. Let's go ahead and turn it on. I got white noise, so sound works. So we know that sound works, but if we turn the volume all the way down, there is absolutely no engine noise, okay? We took care of engine noise. So let's go ahead and take it to a station that is actually playing something. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the station on the volume for a couple of seconds, and I'm gonna turn it off because I don't want, you know, copyright infringements or anything. So let's go ahead and listen to it. Okay, that was the volume. That was great bass. The sound sounded very, very crisp. But I noticed that there's a button right here. So let me push the button while the volume is on. So that button, when you push it, is mute. So it's a very quick mute button right here. So if I push it again, the music should turn on. Okay. So we determined that this is the volume button right here, and it is also the mute button. Okay, so let's go ahead and test out AC. Okay, let's go to the home screen. Let's click on auto. Okay, the AC is turning on. As you can see, it says 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 77 degrees Fahrenheit over here, separately, because we did have dual AC on right here. As you can see, it also says 68 degrees Fahrenheit inside these little windows, and this matches with that window up there. So let's go ahead and bring back that AC. How do you bring back that AC here? Do I click auto again? Oh, here you go. So these plus and minus signs are also the fan buttons right here too. See that? Negative, positive. Let's see if I could change to 68 degrees. If I push down here, it changes the temperature. It also changes down here too. See, 62 degrees, and it says 62 degrees. Let's go all the way down to low, and it'll say low down here also. And right here doesn't change, it's still 77 degrees. So we know the AC works. Let's go ahead and turn on the front defroster. AC, switch to front defroster, and it's on maximum. Works perfect. If I push this again, it turns it off. So we know that if it's off, that means it's highlighted in blue. But if we push it, it turns red. That means you turned it on. Okay, so that's the difference. Okay, so right here, this is your rear window defroster right here. It turns red when you click it on. Let's turn it off. Okay, so let me see. Let's go back to the home screen. We determined AC works. Let's turn off the AC. Okay, let's go to the home screen here. What else can we do here? Bluetooth. So you want to hook up stuff to your phone, right? So let's go hit Bluetooth. If you want to hook up stuff to your phone, you go to settings down here, and it's going to look for your phone. If you want to hook this up to Bluetooth to your phone, it's very easy. The PIN password is defaulted at 0000, and the device name is CarKit Blink. So you go on your phone and you look for the device, okay? And that's your username and password right there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click on Bobby's iPhone, click OK. I don't know if it's going to play anything.
It's when it happened.
Oh, oops. So that means... And plus your wife is not giving you sex. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. Let's do this. So about 20,000 miles ago, or 32,000 kilometers for those that live in North Dakota, I conducted a test. Okay, so my YouTube works, okay? It works on the Carplay. Let's get out, let's go back to Carplay. So we have phone, maps, messages. Now playing is what is currently playing on your phone. Okay, so let's go back to the icons again. So let's take a look here. Let's get out of CarPlay by putting your finger up here and sliding down. It'll take you to the home screen right here. Let's go to this app icon all the way on the top right here. You have a whole bunch of stuff right here. So let's take a look at some stuff here. I want to show you a movie that I have hooked up in my USB drive down here. It's very easy to do. You just download a movie into your SD card and install it into your USB input. Go to File Manager, go to USB right here, and you're gonna scroll down until you see your movie, and there's my movie. And let's turn on the volume. So that is the video I downloaded. Let's go ahead and hit stop. I'm gonna go back to the home screen. You can also go directly to your movie by just clicking on this file folder right here on the right. You don't have to go through a whole bunch of different icons. Just file folder, and it'll go directly to your movie. See that? Pretty cool, right? So where did I hook up my movie? So let me show you the USB drive that I have right down at my kneecap here. Hang on. Okay, let's go ahead and get out of this movie, okay? Go to the home screen, and let's go ahead and go to settings. We have 62 degrees Fahrenheit outside temperature. You have my display for my battery and my cell phone right there. Right here is the top tab, which is network. You could connect to Wi-Fi and whatever, USB sharing. Let's go ahead and click on display. Display, my brightness setting, I have it on auto, wallpaper, and you could check any background you want. Let's try dark gray. Dark gray looks nice, right? Okay, let's keep it on dark gray. Here's your sound. You have all these sound priorities, Navi audio channel, device ringtone, and background music. Let's click on general. What is general here? You got panel light settings. Panel light setting. I'll follow the headlight. Normally on. Let's go normally on. We have satellite information, location, blah, blah, blah. Car battery level and phone battery level. I clicked on display and display to keep it on. I kind of want to show you something. Let's go to original. So you don't have to touch any of your temperatures or your temperature norms, because default right now is Fahrenheit. Okay, so they're going to send you the unit default for North America. You don't have to mess with any of the settings. Reverse. We haven't tested reverse yet. Let's go ahead and test reverse. So all these right here is default. Your trajectory direction, your reversing trajectory lines, and your ruler should be on. Okay. Oh, here's a good thing. See this volume button right here? This is if you're listening to music while you're reversing and you don't want to turn off your music, you don't want it to go mute, then you could click this volume button all the way on, or how loud you want your music while you're reversing. If you want your sound to be completely off, then you go ahead and take it all the way down. I want my music to continue to stay on while I'm going to reverse. Let's go ahead and go into reverse and let's check it out. This is reverse, okay, on my ruler lines and everything. If I go to the left, here you go, turn to the right, see the trajectory lines, it's following my steering wheel, perfect. And it has a red line right here, right there. That is where I'm supposed to stop, where it's a dead stop so I don't hit anything. Okay, so let's get out of reverse. Perfect, reverse works great. Let's go voice. What's voice? Speech software, blah, blah, blah. Don't need it. Let's go to personal. Account language. It's going to obviously be in English, right? Let's go to system. If you want to set your time and date, mine has already been set, 7:19 p.m. Very easy to set, right? Set time. If you want to do it manually, you set your date. It's April 2nd right now, 7:19. It's already been set. And that's about it. Let's go to factory. You want to start doing firmware crap. You know, the factory password is, I think, 8888, okay? I'm not going to mess with that. I don't think you would either. Let's go to more. Nothing special, just a bunch of apps. And about, if you want to start looking at your description of your hardware information and your platform and your storage space and all that, okay? So let's go back here. Let's swipe down and look at the secret screen here. You have a secret screen right here where you could go up the brightness, internet, Bluetooth, turn on your Bluetooth, screenshot. Here's your EQ. You have a restart button in case, you know, you want to clear your cache or whatever. Here's your clear memory. You want to clear up your cache if you have so much stuff saved up and it's jogging your performance on your screen or anything like that. So let's go ahead and get out of here. How do you get out of here? Okay, these are all the apps that are running. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Go back to this screen. What else can I show you? Oh, let's check out, what is this? What is this? Okay, so here's the EQ. Lower right is your EQ. Check this out. EQ, surround sound. You could take this orange ball and take it to anywhere in the cockpit or passenger if you want. I'm going to keep mine dead center. Okay, driver modes, co-pilot mode, passenger mode. I'm going to keep it full car mode. Okay, here's zone. Here's bass boost. I just listened to the sound and the bass was just perfect. I'm gonna keep it the way it is. Here's your bass filter. I'm gonna keep everything default because I like the way it sounded when I turned it on. Okay, what else can I show you? I showed you airbag, reverse, sound. What else can I show you? I showed you playing a movie, which works. What is this up here? Oh. Current apps that are open. Okay, these are current apps that are open, so you can, I guess, if you want to close it, you just push it up just like an iPhone, I guess. Look at that. Close up all your apps so it doesn't run in the background. Push home screen. Cool. Man, I'm not exactly sure what I can show you. I don't, volume control. Let's do volume control, but I'm going to turn it on some white noise, okay? For obvious reasons. Let's do white noise. And I'm going to show you my steering wheel. I'm going to hit the volume button here. Turn down the volume. And the volume is going all the way down. I'm going to go ahead and hit the volume up. And the volume is going up. Okay, steering wheel control works. I'm changing stations, okay. Okay, let's go ahead and test out our OEM microphone, okay. Hey Siri. Call Jackie.
Calling Jackie and Go, mobile.
This is my OEM microphone. Coming in pretty loud and clear.
Hello.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
I'm home.
You just got home?
Yeah.
All right, I'll call you later.
Why?
No, I'm just testing my microphone inside my car. That's why I called you.
Okay, I can hear clearly.
Oh, you can hear clearly? Okay, cool. Good to know. Thank you. All right, bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
There you go. OEM microphone sounds great. Well, there you guys have it, the CarLink Live GX550 interface that replaced our previous upgrade, that replaced our previous OEM head unit. Worked great straight out of the box. No more worries about airbag lights, no more worries about trying to figure out your reverse camera works or not, no more worries about ground noise or having to add ground loop isolators, no more worries about whether or not it's going to work with the Mark Levinson system, no more worries about if it's going to be in Celsius or Fahrenheit. They took care of all the issues that we complained about in the past. So with the GX550 head unit that we just received and installed and tested out for you guys, it works straight out of the box, plug and play. I'm going to go ahead and drive around with this unit for about a month or two and see how it goes. So far, so good, right? That is what we expect as consumers when we buy products that are at that price point. Agree, guys? Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Till the next time, most likely it's going to be a 360-degree camera installation to this GX550 unit. Stay tuned, folks. And thank you for following. Peace.